Welcome back to Art Wars. Now we are on episode 7, which is the semi-finals. 3 artists are left, which are Whimsy Artist, Navy Arts, and one awkward artist. Now one of them will be sent home before the finals and not get the chance to be the first art master. Now we've had some of the most incredible art this season, but some haven't been that great, and that will be the reason for this week's main challenge. So let's get straight on to that. So this week's main challenge, the artists have been tasked to redraw their worst drawings from the season, picked by me and Lux. Now, Whimsy will be drawing the picture he did for my dad. One awkward artist will be doing her Scooby-Doo Shaggy drawing, and Navy has to redraw her drawing from the first ever episode when she handed in a sketch. Now, there's also another twist that I will tell you after the judging, which you're going to get right now. But sadly, Lux won't be joining us for this one because of time zones and time differences. But I've got 2 incredible artists joining us for this judging. And they are by Pip and Patrie. But I'm just going to put their usernames on the screen because I can't say them. So yeah, they are helping me judge this episode, and all good. So let's get to it. Right now I am here with the 2 artists that will be joining us, as already mentioned. And we're going to jump straight into judging this episode. So we're going to start with the Whimsy Arts. What do you 2 think about Whimsy's drawing?
You can go first. Oh, okay. I think the proportions are a lot better, as well as the detail and like the background.
Yeah. Because but it does seem a bit like he's just traced it, added in a lot better detail, and actually added in a boat, but not a very good boat. And he's clearly paid attention to the episode and the critiques, because he's added in the fishing rod that my dad was on about. Next is one awkward artist. Now I don't really see that much of improvement, except from adding a background and a bit more facial expression and just slight more detail.
I mean, I think the style change is like a good improvement.
True.
Seems a little bit more realistic, at least regarding the eyes, as well as like the arms.
And it definitely feels a lot less stiff than in the episode she originally did it.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we have Navy Arts. Now, in the original episode she did this, she handed it in as a sketch and was on the bottom on the first episode, so make sure to go check that out. But this time, she's done it digitally, that word, and then she's also added colour. Now, out of the 3, it's between Navy Arts and Whimsy who will win the episode, I think.
Like how, Navy, shaded it. I mean, it's so simple, but it's I don't know, I feel like it really works with that kind of drawing, you know?
Yeah,
because it's,
true.
Nothing special. Well, not, nothing special, but, nothing extravagant.
I just feel it seems a bit dull. And
it is a bit
basic
dull.
And boring.
Yeah.
She could have, because she basically had the most range of, anything she could do, because the original drawing she had to redo was a sketch. She could have gone crazy with it, but just
exactly
kind of bland out. So you all have 1 vote to vote the person you think should win. Who are your votes going to? Whimsy, Navy, or one awkward artist?
I think... Okay. Oh, you can go first. No, it's okay. Okay. I think Whimsy should win because I like how, like, there was so much more improved than the other two. Especially in the shading bit. And I love how much detail it has. The other two don't have as much detail.
True, very true. But I just don't know. What do you think?
I personally would choose Navy because she had a sketch in the beginning, and her style was really simple. I think it really had the most improvement was like the way she had the positions and the proportions of the drawing compared to the background, as well as the shading.
Well, you've basically left the decision up to me on who wins this episode. So, I don't know. It's hard. I think...
It's up to you, James.
I'm going to say Whimsy is getting his 3rd win of the show. And he now has another advantage. So this has been the judging section, and you won't be seeing us again because the next twist is coming right now. Goodbye. So we just had the judging, and now I can tell you the twist of the episode. The winner, Whimsy Artist, will be picking the person eliminated, also picking who joins him in the final, so there's no elimination challenge. Now he has picked Navy Arts to join him in the final, sending one awkward artist home. But you never know who you might see in season 2. That is the end of the semi-final. Next week is the final. Stay tuned because we're going to have music, we can have art, we can have just the contestants and a lot of bloopers and funny bits. So stay tuned. I'm James. Goodbye. If you haven't watched my art room tour, it's now even messier than it was in that. So go watch that to see a clean art room because it was amazing.